I have no idea if the GoPro is going to work on the first try. I forgot to turn it on until you said that in chat. So let's find out together. That is a miracle. Wow. Okay. Props GoPro. On the other hand, I have one right here that I was trying to use as a dash cam this morning, and I turned it on, and the camera was digital horror. So
tier 2 and says 20 or 32 error. Base not specified. End of line. Wesley Nixon sub as Prime and says end of line.
HMS, thank you for the tier 2 sub, and for 20 months.
Happy early weekend. End of line.
Wesley, thank you for the Prime sub and for 22 months. And Alien Carl, thank you for the tier 3 holy moly sub and for 23 months.
End of line.
Poor Diesel there with the...
How long is this now? I had no idea I was so old. End of line.
Poor Diesel with 25.
Yay, time for some finery. End of line. If I'm sub as Prime and says end of line.
Majenko with 21, Lanesy with 22, and I found Pants with 20 on there. Thank you all so much. I really do appreciate that.
Tier 2 and says end of line.
Follow X, thank you for the tier 2 sub there. Whoa. And for 23, no.
Prime and says 5.
Yeah, 23.
End of line.
And RF Programmer, thank you for the Prime sub and for 6 months there. Am I not at the Streamer Awards? Oh, yeah, I definitely want to go to Twitch events. Yeah, for sure. So many Twitch events, yeah. What else are we doing here? All right. So no streams last weekend for a couple of reasons. I did try to announce that beforehand, but I forgot to mention it on the final day.
Says how much grease could a grease weasel grease if a grease weasel could grease weasel S. End of line. Generic sweetener sub as tier 1 and says. End of line.
DCAC, thank you for the Prime sub and for getting over the decimal. That's not it. 11. No, that's 16. 8 to 11 months there. DCAC, thank you. And Generic Sweetener, thank you for the 21 months. Thank you.
End of line.
And Urban Monkey, thank you for the 16 months there. All right. Let's see. Yeah, no, we will not be doing that, DZAC. All right. This is a photocopier. This is... I'm weird, okay? I really, really like this thing. I think this thing is just ridiculously cool. But it's literally an analog photocopier. There's like not that much going on with it, but it's also
AARATAUS 82 S. Prime and says, I guess you let me in for another month. Ho ho. End of line.
Cartels, thank you for the 17 months of Prime sub there. Uh it is just a photocopier. This is the thing, is that that's all it is, okay? It's analog, all right? So this is a clear piece of glass that hangs over, and then there is a viewing slot right here, and then you can actually get inside of it, and then there's like a whole complicated drum thing where it deposits toner on the paper, and then this is the heated part where it cures it. It's super cool and crazy. Uh, and I think it's just absolutely fascinating. But it's not computerized at all. It does not digitize anything. And when it's making copies, for every single copy it makes, it has to do another pass of the paper over and over again in order to work. Now, on it working, it almost does. I have attempted to run a sheet of paper through it. It did get stuck. It may be too dirty and dusty inside for that to work, but it's close. The other thing, though, is that it's got a rubber wheel inside that's now liquid, and I got to figure out how critical it is to replace that and get that cleaned up. So that's our primary goal today. So yes, there we are. So dump the ROMs there. I don't think there are any ROMs. It's analog. uh, yes. Let's see. Remember watching the top photocopier of your mom's school sliding cover over and over again? When your 8 is magical. I'm much older than 8, and I still find it magical. Right? It's kind of like a 3D printer. Oh man, it's gonna be super cool. See, that copier powder is really fun. Yeah, actually, on that, I got super duper lucky, and it has a difficult to access. Oh my gosh, please don't rip the front off. Come on. Oh, I swear it comes out. Ugh. There's plastic snaps here, and I don't want to, break it. Oh my gosh, I guess you're just gonna have to take my word for it right now, because it doesn't want to open. Seriously? Oh, okay. Push it in to pull it out. Got it. Anyway, this is the massive toner cartridge. All right, and I'm really lucky because it shows green right there, and that means that it still has the majority of the toner in it, which is good because these are $150. Thankfully, they're still made. I don't know why. But yeah, I don't really want to pay $150 for something I will probably make like 10 sheets with total. So, oh my gosh, I got something in my mouth. Hold on. Left.
Dr. Stoppel says CHER 100 toner is enter in 3, 2, 1. End of line.
So, yeah. Yeah, it's still made. It's crazy. But yes, so this is what we're going to be taking a look at today. We have 2 other bonus objectives because...
Tier 1 and says Happy Friday all. End of line.
Oh.
ETF 84 subbed as tier 1 and says photocopiers are kinda black magic lol. End of line.
21 is 4, 20, what? Okay. Eastwood Peak, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 21 months. And BCF84, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 21 months as well. Let's see. I don't know what you're talking about, RF Programmer. I know I saw earlier you were talking about some with Eurovision. I got to be real. I don't even know what Eurovision is. So it's going to be meaningless to me, most likely. So, this is looking like it's stuttering. Yeah, just give it a moment. It'll probably be fine in a second. I can see that at the office, the stuttering. It's really weird. And there it's fine. Yeah, I have no idea. Frame drops not reported on the... Okay, that's super weird. The server isn't reporting any frame drops. But we had that happen when I streamed from home. What on earth? Okay, weird. Let's that they had a hard time getting investors for the first photocopiers because the very concept of being able to make a copy of the document in mere seconds was so unbelievable. That is hilarious. This thing's kind of amazing. I don't have any physical examples of it, but all of the advertisements for this have Jack Klugman in them, which is just hilarious. Um, so, yeah, this thing's really cool. Now, we have two other bonus objectives if we have time today on stream. So one of them has to deal with the external floppy drive that I made the adapter board for the Grease Weasel for. And this is a very, very simple objective. I have not an FD505, but the Canon version of it, 5.25 and 3.5 inch drives in one unit. I want to put this in there, but I got to clean the disc or drives as well. So I brought it to the office. I normally keep that drive at home for imaging 5.25 inch drives or discs, and then I just swap out the physical drives if I need to image 3.5 at home. So it'd be really nice to just have this in the external enclosure. So I would like to get that swapped in there today and clean it and test it. But we'll see if we get to that. Because the reality is, we're going to get into this. We're going to see that wheel is gooed, and then we're probably not going to be able to do anything with it. But just in case, maybe we'll get that done. And then the other thing is, I now have a Microsoft Surface that was extremely well cared for in its previous life. But I got a dock for it at Goodwill, completely unrelated. And it turns out it has some kind of like weird, stupid power supply, but it's just 12 volts. So I'm thinking we crack this thing open and I put a different power connector on there, just make it 5.5 millimeter because it's 12 volts at 4 amps. I could probably do that over a barrel jack. So yeah, I'm thinking we might do that today as well if we have enough time. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the copier first. See, worst product on earth, the Surface. So you'll be happy to know I have very low ambitions for it. I literally just want it to run VLC. The dock, I plan on using the audio out as like the only thing. I just want to be able to set it up next to my desktop at home, have it there playing music or whatever, and that's it. So yeah. See, I have ideas on how to make a rubber wheel, but no idea if it'll work. Yeah, if it's 3D printing, it's not going to work, okay? I get so many people who comment on the videos like, oh, can you just 3D print a belt? I think I was the first person to ever try doing that. It does not work. Granted, the material I used wasn't amazing, but it still delaminates over time because that kind of stuff is usually near oiled things and the oil gets in the printer stuff and it just doesn't work. Anyway, so, all right, let's get a closer view in this thing so you guys can understand what exactly it is we're up against.
Have you heard of Edge? Asking for a friend and a line.
Schmide, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 13. That's 8 and 4 and 3. 13 months there. Thank you, Schmide. Edge? You mean the browser? See, we have those tablets that work with the dock. So those power supplies are really hard to get. I actually ordered an additional power supply, and it was actually cheaper to get it with the dock than it was just by itself. It's so stupid. Kapton belts for the win? I don't know about that. Let's see. Okay. Oh, there was something else I was going to show you about this thing first. We're getting a new challenge here at the office for the first time. So, this thing uses 11 amps. Holy moly. Powering that is going to be a little sketchy there. Okay, we're talking like at a general level of power here, okay? And I have not touched any of that stuff for part of this reason. Now, because it's only this thing, and it's probably in rush current, maybe it'll be fine. But still, what I've done, I don't know if you'll actually be able to see this. I've run an extension cable, here we go, into another room entirely. And I'm going to plug it into that when we actually go to turn it on. And just fingers crossed we don't blow a breaker. Okay. I don't have access to the breakers. I have to call the landlord if something like that happens, which is not going to be good. So, yeah. Can my wiring support that? That is standard for US outlets. That's definitely well within the range. So yeah, it should be fine.
Approved sub as tier 1 and says nearly -2 -years. End of line.
Spiral the Prude, thank you for the tier 1 sub there. And for, you'd think I'd remember this one by now. 16, 4, 20, 23 months there. Thank you. It should be 15 amps for the breaker, if I remember correctly. So yeah, that'll be fine. Kind of anything over 10 amps is really pushing it though. So we're in that range where it's a little so.
And the Optus sub as tier 1 and says end of line.
Case of Space, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 16 months there. So 15 amp breakers, yeah. So yeah, 15 amps. So we got 4 amps to spare. So yeah, you also have to consider everything else that's going on in the office. That's why I ran it to a different power connector. I'm hoping is on a separate breaker. If it's not, bye. You'll see stream resuming soon, and it won't. I actually won't be able to. I'll have to go on my phone and try and shut off the stream. Actually, I might be able to stream from my phone, but there will be no lights in here. So yeah, I don't think that'll work. So okay, so let's start out by cracking this thing open so you guys can understand what's going on. Because this thing it's so cool. It's so cool. All right. So, first things first here. This is the bed, all right? Glass just like fully exposed. I absolutely love that. It has like the typical scanner white backing. It's a little bubbled up on the top. You can kind of see that if I messed with stuff. You can see it better, but just take my word for it. So it's yeah, this is the viewing slot where it'll reach the toner. And then you pull this up, and then the whole thing flips open. And I'm gonna bump up the exposure here so you can start to see what's going on. So there's some bits up there that do some things, mostly the toner. There's something right there that does some stuff, and there's this thing that warns you it gets really hot, and I'm pretty sure it does get extremely hot. Also, there's a fan somewhere in here that just vents heat and smell out of this thing when it's on. But let me show you the problem spot that's in there with the liquid roller. You can't really see that. I may need to get a light in here. Come on, camera, you can do better than this. One moment. My HUD went away. There we are. 50. Okay. There we are. Now you can see this thing that's just like completely liquefied. I'm not exactly sure what it is. It moves forward. If I touch that though, I'll get goo on me because for some reason it's all the way back here too. But yeah, this flips forward. You can see how it's like on some kind of clear piece of tape. I'm not exactly sure what this is for. I really, really don't know. It looks like it's a rubber roller on the piece of metal that's designed to hold it above this piece of clear plastic. Now I can tell you the page routing goes underneath of that. So I wonder if maybe this is just something to hold the paper in place, and perhaps the rubber only liquefied because it was touching the plastic over time. But it's definitely liquefied. There's a gross finger now. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to solve that. I do need to get a paper towel now to wipe off my finger. So yeah, that's going to be a problem to solve there. Let's see. A moment to realize how photocopiers worked was magic. Oh, we might have a moment like that. So I'm shocked the glasses survived for 40 years. Yeah, really. 41 years. So if I call my landlord, how does it, I assume how long does it take to reset the breakers? I have no idea. I think a while. Not a stream time. I'm hoping a day time. I don't know. So that just keeps the paper against the element. That's kind of what I'm thinking is it might. But I would think if it was like that, there would be one on this side too, but there isn't. There's clearly never been one, so it's not that it's just missing. So, yeah, I don't know what the Corona wire is, but maybe we can find out. So, gosh, you remember a while ago, I did a stream where I was like, you know what? One of those magazines I keep referring to in videos and stuff. I gotta really like make sure my fingers are clean here. They are not. I almost want to go get gloves for this now. Let me just really wipe off my hands just to be sure here. So, have I found the service manual? No, that would be amazing. At least I haven't looked. But you know how I said I keep referring to popular science for some of my videos because they were just all over weird and crazy things? Well, this is Popular Science from August of 1983. And on page 116, they talk about exactly how this machine works. So, we can see the PC-20 here makes up to 19 copies with one setting. Only 19. That's kind of hilarious. You could definitely fit more paper in there. So we have the glass bed that slides back and forth. And then we have the viewing slot that I was talking about. And then I'm guessing the paper comes in. It doesn't paper in here. Okay, so that's actually the side we were looking in from this way. So paper comes in here, goes along the drum. All right. I don't know exactly how this works. So that's the transfer corona. That was the one that was on the bottom, I'm guessing. So all right, there. So then we go through some other rollers, and then these are the heated rollers. Those ones I'm pretty sure cure the toner onto the machine. So yeah, that's definitely the whole toner cartridge. Oh, is the other Corona thing in the toner cartridge? Interesting. Um, disposable PC cartridge, yes. Transfer one is one we saw. Yeah, that's all disposable. Wow, that's insane. This doesn't really fully make sense here. Oh, scanning lamp. Okay, so that makes sense. So there's a mirror in there or something that shines the light onto this. Yeah, I think I see that. That tracks. So into the trash it goes. 11 amps of heat for 19 pages. Yeah. So yeah, it's really awesome though. To have this. So it doesn't really talk about too much more other than the fact that it was $1,300. I think then that one is the PC-10, which I think took an individual sheet, typewriter size manual feed model, makes one copy at a time. Yeah. So the difference with the PC-10 is that it doesn't have like this whole bottom section, if I remember correctly. It's at least different and thinner. What tiny book are they copying? Yeah, really. Heated rollers of the fuser, which makes the plastic toner under the paper. Yep, that kind of makes sense for what I was thinking. So they seem to think that price is pretty good. Think about how much actual printers were at this time and how impossible it would be to bulk produce something. This actually was pretty good. So it looks like I don't see anything that's specific about that weird thing. So maybe if we can clean it out, it'll actually just work. I don't know. 48, 48 in today's, good grief. Oh, that is a lot of money. But everything was super expensive then because it was all new. So it kind of makes sense. So yeah, I love this. This is amazing. So yeah, really glad yet again that I went ahead and bought all of Popular Science, and this is like peak Popular Science cover, by the way. It's some stupid weird windmill with cylindrical blades. That is such a Popular Science cover. So all right, let's try some stuff. I think first I want to use the air compressor to just blow through this, maybe. Because I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna get into there. Maybe actually I should start out by getting a paper towel and going to town on that roller to see if I can clean anything. Because it would be nice not to blow the goo all over into it. So yeah, let's start out with that. So I'm going to grab a different paper towel and I'm going to try and clean all this up. I really don't see a lot of mechanisms to try and get like stuff out here. I can tell you this is the power supply area. I don't exactly know what all is in there. It looks like there's one screw in the back that might take off this plastic case, so we might do that before we power it up here. I have powered it up. It will work. But it does smell a lot. But it's also super heated and kind of crazy, so, you know, that's not too surprising. Almost looks like grease. I really don't think it's grease because it's definitely a liquefied wheel. I'm pretty sure, you ever seen like cables in styrofoam? The PVC plasticizer just like gets solidified by the styrofoam. I think we have kind of the opposite effect here going on. Whatever this clear piece of plastic is liquefying that roller, because there are plenty of other rollers in here that are rubber and they have not liquefied. So that one's fine back there, for example. There's some right here. Those are rubber. Those have not gone bad. So it's entirely possible for them to not go bad. Also interesting why... I can touch this now because it hasn't been on. I maybe shouldn't touch it, though. Why are there black marks on that? Can I roll this? Oh, cool. I can roll that. All right, that rolls stuff back there as well. Okay, so maybe I can use... Well, I thought it was rolling the bottom one. Wait, is that not a roller? That might have been a problem for a while, because you can see that black stuff there. The page I tried to run through it did not make it to here. So I think it's been hot for, or bad for a while, maybe. I wonder if that was why it was retired. Oh my gosh. Shall we cook a hot dog with a photocopier? You absolutely could. Let's see. Catching up here. How do you get new toner for this thing? Literally Canon.com. You could still buy it. Got a laser jet here as a pickup roller liquefy. Ooh, it's used to print. Oh, so you're talking about this part. That sucks. This is weird. Drum has a static charge, which is destroyed in places by the photoelectric effect of the light reflected from the paper source. Okay, meaning static picks up toner particles, gets transferred on the paper. Interesting. Black ooze, melted toner. No, because the toner's powder. It shouldn't be that. Canon still makes toner for these? Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, literally, just search Canon PC10 or PC20, and you'll find the toner for sale on their site. So, all right, I'm going to try and wipe off this roller. Wondering if I should just try and pull rubber wheel off entirely. Probably should. Whoa, it doesn't really seem to be so bad. Could it be this thing? Not the plastic part, but whatever's under it? I don't know what that is. Wow, you can see how bad it is on the plastic strip there. You know, it's just completely black. This roller really doesn't seem that bad, though. Yeah. What? That's weird. Is it the thing under it? Could it actually just be goo built up on there? So I'm going to wipe this arm off so I can use my fingers without too much concern. Okay, I'm going to rotate, pull that up. I guess I'm not totally sure it isn't grease. I just don't see why it would be.
2015 SFS Prime and says 15 whole months. Where the heck did that go? End of line.
There we are. Cobb, thank you for the 15 months there. I very much appreciate that. Built up toner. Is it? Would toner make a goo? Okay, so something smart I think I can do here. I can pull this spring off and then pull that piece of plastic to the side. That'll give me better access to the that lower roller, and then I think I can release this.
FELFQUALLE, one sub as Bryman says. End of line.
There we go. Okay, so there's mistake number one. When we inevitably try to figure out what went wrong, I'm going to pull this to the side there, maybe. Just trying to get this held somewhere so it's not in the way. All right. I don't know what a Ryko SP100 is, but hopefully it was as cool as this thing is. This thing is crazy. It's desktop-sized photocopier. But hello, since it's your first time chatting there, Cotyard. And Fell Squall 1, thank you for the Prime sub and for 2 months there. Let's see. I've been sitting there for 20 years. I can see the toner getting gooey. Maybe, yeah. Sometimes old toner also becomes a liquid. Ooh, that could be a problem. Oh, that would suck. See, I remember spilling toner on myself work, having to scrub off your arms for 10 minutes at the sink. Yeah. I'm clearly on a course here that's like that, but hopefully it's not too bad. All right. So the plastic part is back. Now I can pull this spring to the side right here. That didn't really help that much. Okay. Well, maybe I can just go with that being good enough. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to press that on there. I'm going to manually roll it up front. Oh, you know what? I'm feeding the paper towel into the gears. Let's not do that. There we go. That wheel spring loaded. It is spring loaded, yes. We're going to call my... Yeah. There was once a rubber wheel there as long since turned to goo. Yeah. Okay. That's not a great sign. Let's poke at that thing a little bit. That's hard plastic. You know what? Maybe, yeah, just start scraping off whatever is over there. I think I want a solution for holding this back. I think that's a requirement because I kind of need 2 hands here. Twist tie. There. That is such an obvious solution. Okay, so now we just have the roller. Okay. Whew. See, you can't believe that strip of plastic survived under the pressure of that spring arm the whole time. Well, it's a thin piece of PET or Mylar or something like that, so it's not easily compression damaged. Okay. Now I should be able to pick this stuff out. Well, they did a really good job of evenly coating that wheel with it. Great. All right. Fun. You know, I'm becoming of the opinion that it was grease. Because something else I just noticed here, I'm going to take this and you see this black area right here? Yeah, that shouldn't be black. That's actually clear plastic. I'm thinking that may have been greased, and that might be why that gear is white. And then the toner dust just built up there over decades and then became a problem. Well, yeah, that thing is kind of fine. It's not doing amazing, but it doesn't need replaced yet. Toner is $140. Yes. Per page cost is 7 cents. Yep. Drawing 11 amps will cost more per page. Yeah, that makes sense. How am I going to get this off? How bad is it on the wheel? It's pretty bad. Yeah, so the paper does rub up against that. So that's not great. I think I need to figure out how to take that out. So I'll get the anti-spectroscopy. Should I have a toner vacuum? Toner vacuum? Oh, for picking up that kind of dust and stuff. Interesting. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking, all right? If I realize I don't want to touch the camera now, and screw it, the camera's black. I'm thinking this black piece here, this whole thing could come out. There's a screw there, and there, and then here, and I don't think anything else is actually attached to it. Maybe something right there, but I think it's a separate piece here that I could just remove. So I think I'm going to try that. This seems like a very appropriate job for the stubby screwdriver here. Like, super duper appropriate. I'm hoping this will release that gear. Where'd that screw go? Uh-oh. I don't see it. There it is. Okay. Seems to lift all over. Excellent. Don't want to break that wire. I suspect that's important. Like, I bet if I break that wire, I could just throw this thing away. Red Sheep Gaming, a Canon PC-20. All right. That's not horrible. Okay. And oh, come on, you know you want to pop out. I think I can get that out now. Look at that. I think we're golden. Oh man. I think we're about to have this. Okay, I want to find best tool for the job here. Okay, new problem. It's attached to the back more solidly than the front. Yeah, that'll actually just lift. That I don't see how to release. Additionally, that's another wheel that's kind of rubber or liquefied. Oh. Hello, new rubber wheel causing problems. Okay. Yeah, that one's a lot gooier, too. I'm I might be able to get that one off. I'm not sure. Oh, that one's so much worse. That one's so much worse. Oh, no. What about this thing? Oh, that's the source of that side's issues. Okay. That rubber roller is completely liquid. Oh, this sucks. Oh, that one's 100% toast. That I can squish. Okay. Huh. Okay, well, I think we have to pull this whole bracket out. No, this is hard plastic. That is not a rubber roller. Okay, I make that clear. Hard plastic. The one down in there, that one's soft and is 100% a liquid. Turn back into tree sap, yeah. Okay. How can I get that out? This just got a lot more complicated. I think I should clean up my hands and then see how the actual top removes. I think that's the next step. Is I can probably just straight up pull the top off and then we'll continue on with that. So I'm going to grab a couple of paper towels here and try to really get my hands clean. And then work on this from a different angle. Okay. Yeah, I think I can remove that whole metal plate with all of the gears on it. That's why I think that needs to be the next step, because it looks like all of the bits that are bad are in there. Then maybe I can order replacement wheels or something. I don't know exactly what that will look like. But I think that's going to be what has to happen. Oh my gosh, this is not good. Well, good news. Windex does a very good job of taking off the wheel goo. Bad news is I'm going to use up a lot of paper towels on this. Ooh, nice, Helen Croft. Let's see. If the rubber's bad, how can it be replaced? You can buy generic rubber wheels. I might be able to find rubber rollers that are a similar size and put those on there. If I can get close to the same enough outer diameter, I can probably modify them to have the correct inner diameter with a drill. So that's what I'm hoping for, is that I can find something close enough to make it work. Using Goo Gone and rubber damage it? Probably. I don't know. Goo Gone is not in my repertoire. You will never see me use Goo Gone because it is oil based. It will seep into things and is a lot harder to get out. I don't like Goo Gone, so I never use it. So I don't know. Might be able to buy a brand new roller kit for it. That would be amazing. That would be so cool. RC car wheels. I don't know. I don't know how much variety there is in that. Usually people stick to specific scales for that, and then you have the wheel sizes for those. So I don't know how much variety there will be there. Want to see 3D print molds with 3M windshield weld. Actually, Desiac, now that you say that, I could 3D print molds and then make silicone wheels. Kind of like that idea, just in general, for more things. Like, could you imagine cassette player with silicone wheels? Okay, man, there's a lot of goo all over my hands. Windshield weld, engine mounts. Oh my gosh. They sell toner, then why not also new roller set? Because it's a little more involved to replace the toner than to pop the front off and slide in a new toner. If they do sell a new wheel set, I would expect it to be the entire module. So you just pull the whole thing out. And that little rack of gears does not seem that easy to remove. Yeah, but remove old gooey stickers from what, Scope Pixels? That's my problem with it. Not cardboard boxes, that's for sure, because the Goo Gone will leak into the box and discolor it. Scrap defective HP printer, they have big rubber rollers. Yeah, but they have to be the right size. How designer of this printer feel if you join the stream? Ever tried prawn cocktail chips? I know. I don't know. I'd probably just be happy that someone has an interest in this thing 41 years later. Okay, let's see. I think that's clean enough. Let's see if we can remove the top of this thing. Because I think that'll be the next best step, and then we'll try and remove the roller piece. You know what? I'm gonna do a quick search here.
Falcon gave a tier 1 gift of a Mornaca. End of line. Falcon gave a tier 1 gift of a Sisson. End of line. Falcon gave a tier 1 gift of a Antman B. End of line. Falcon gave a tier 1 gift of a Lampus. End of line. Falcon gave a tier 1 gift of a Tomtom. End of line.
Spooky, thank you for the 5 gifted subs there. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Let me catch. Actually, I want to check something here. I had a feeling there. Where was it? Storm Crash. Hello there on YouTube, and glad you were able to see the update video and then catch this. Because yeah.
End of line. Scopic Pixels gave a tier 1 gift of a Bredabrog. End of line. Scopic Pixels gave a tier 1 gift of a Petros 1815. End of line. Scopic Pixels gave a tier 1 gift of a P011V0. End of line. Scopic Pixels gave a tier 1 gift of to RETRO 75DK. End of line.
I was trying to look up Canon kits for the PC20. I don't see anything for it, so I don't think there are any roller kits out there. So yeah, it'll be on me. Scope Pixels, thank you for the 5 gifted subs as well. I really do appreciate that. So, do I keep much of my repaired tech? Only all of it. I've never gotten rid of anything. So yeah. Does your self-destructor finisher fuser unit have a roller film instead of an actual roller? I don't know. It's this. I don't know. I don't think there are any serviceable parts in there. So, yeah. I don't know what that thing is. Probably a sensor or something for the top. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. So, speaking of the top, how do we remove this? So, see a couple little metal pegs back here that are preventing it from going up any farther. There is nothing on the backside giving an indication of how I can remove it. The metal pegs don't really look easy to pull out. Yeah, I'm not sure this is really doable. Uh-oh. That's unfortunate. Okay. I might get a flashlight and then try and just poke around in there, see if I can figure out a way of pulling that thing off. So, all All right, yeah, let me grab the light and take a look in there. See if there's a couple of screws that I'm missing somehow. They'll let me pull out the gearing rack, because that's clearly what all needs to be serviced. Okay, so from the front, I don't see anything there.
PINKBOY 1006 has dot up as tier 1 and says copier shenanigans. Sounds like a little secret life of machines is going on here. Dot. End of line.
Okay, I might know how to pull it out. And Pink Boy 1006, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 19. That's that number right there, 19 months. I appreciate that. Thank you. It says Secret Life Machines. I don't know what that is, but yeah, we've got some weird stuff going on with this one. Let's see. Yours appears to have a roller. The film ones break down and spit the film out with a copy. Ooh, that sucks. Photocopiers, huge beastly machines. Never expected one this old that was this compact. Yeah, this thing is pretty sweet. Shelby does not have a service manual. No, I don't think there is one. But okay, so this plastic piece here comes out with one screw. It looks like, and then I see a couple more screws under it that I think hold this bracket on. So I think I know how to remove this. We're gonna give this a shot. It's impossible to see anything here, so you're just gonna kind of have to take my word for it of what's going on in there. I'm gonna try and kind of put some light in there. I don't know if I'm gonna have any success here. Yeah, I'm not gonna have any light to see with. So yeah, we'll just see how this goes. So what's the model number? This is a Canon PC-20. I probably should have put that in the title. The power supply be so ineffective and need 11 amps? I think it'll be fine. All right, let's see what happens if I remove not that, but this. Okay. So that loosens what all? Actually, let me just really quick like here. Dab this on here to clean that off. There we go. Ooh, boy. This is a not too clean project. Okay. That kind of held in by this plastic piece. I can't get it over that. All right, what's it being held in by now? It goes up against the power supply. Is it actually attached to that, or is it under it? Let me try and back it away. How far does that go? Oh, well, it doesn't go very far now. Okay. Hey. This was supposed to be bendable. It did technically bend for the last time. Okay. Now I can see this much better. Name PC-20 doesn't have a single PC. It's entirely a PC, a photocopier. Needs more 88 processors. Yeah, that's one thing. We probably won't see anything like that in here. Okay. So if I brighten this up, all right, you can see barely right there is one screw holding this plate down, and there is another one. Now, whether or not this that goes over this is actually attached to it or not is a question I'm not sure of yet. So I'm going to try and remove those two screws and then see if this piece will move. So this one should be pretty easy, but the other one's kind of under stuff. This is like impossible to film. So I think there's a resistor attached to this with a like grounding strap or something. I'm not exactly sure why here. Yeah, that's weird. Where is the tweezers? Pull that out. That is fine-ish. This now.
Belgium such as Prime says I had come up with a funny message to put here, but then I forgot it. Sorry. End of line.
Ed, thank you for the Prime sub there and for 15 months. I appreciate that. Focus. The focus is on. I mean, it's technically on there. It's just it's not. You're not really gonna see anything here. This is impossible to film. Ender Killer, we are working on a Canon PC-20 analog photocopier. At least we're attempting to. It's not easy at all. I don't think that other one's attached. Okay, I'm going to attempt to remove that, but I don't know how well this is going to work because that wheel I showed you that's above it, it's very above it. I don't think the metal goes that much farther up, though, so it might be possible to remove it once that's out. Oh, wait, unless. I don't like that this doesn't budge at all, though. That's kind of really bugging me. Oh, man, I have no idea how I'm going to get to that thing. Great. So here's the problem. I need to remove that screw. Right there. But that screw is under that wheel. There is no way for me to get a screwdriver in at an angle that can actually get to it. I've never seen a right angle screwdriver that bends that sharply. I have right angle screwdrivers. None of them are that short. We're talking like, actually, maybe a wrench. You know what? Maybe a wrench. Where's my small wrench kit? Where did that go? I really think it should have been here. So now I'm thinking somewhere else in the office. Okay, let me go look for. So I have a wrench that has the bit driver side on there, although that won't fit either. Yeah, I think Russ might have the idea that I'm thinking too. If I get my toolkit here, can I put a screwdriver bit into a wrench and run it sideways? Is that a thing? Let's see. All right, so you all are saying a quarter 20. I don't have that. Well, that was fun. This is a car kit. It doesn't start that small. Okay, cool. I don't have any other wrenches here. All right, we might be defeated for now, unfortunately. Yeah, it starts at 13 millimeters and 3/8. So we're not proceeding that way. Yeah, so this is what I've got for like right angle screwdriver here. Okay, so the right angle is so tall it will not fit under there. So yeah, Um, hmm. And all sorts of positions. Yeah, so I think you're actually supposed to remove the whole heater element first to get to it. Maybe even the power supply. Actually, let's pull the power supply cover off and see if there's anything obvious from that angle. See you later, Ben. All right, let's pull this off, see what we can see. Come on. So there's a tab right there. Please don't release like the other one did. All right. Wow, that made it so open and easy to work on. Boy, I'm glad I opened that up. All right, well, not a lot being gleaned from that. There's a cap in there. Hey, what do you know about that? All right. That also looks like a nightmare to remove. So we're not even going to try that. Wow, this is not easy. Yeah, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this back together. We'll have to tackle this on a non 2 hour day. Because I think we're biting off way more than we can chew, and I do not want this thing sitting around disassembled for months. So we're reversing course. We're putting it back together. All right. We're going to tackle, I think we're going to do the surface dock. I think a chatbot's not working. I'm seeing it. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Wow, those are super right angle. Dang, those would work actually. From Geo Ham Gamer. That is a good suggestion. I've never seen those before. Interesting. What screw was holding that in? Or more accurately, which screw was this? What else did I take off? There was the big plate. This. No. I missed a step. This goes here. There we go. Well, our programmer, that's Nightbot. That's not me. Theoretically, I guess I could take that over from Nightbot. More work. I really, really don't want to. So I'm just going to pretend that's not happening and just hope it gets solved later. All right. All right. We'll put the that big plate thing back in, and then we're going to call it for now. I do very much want to actually get this thing going because it's super cool. But yeah, it's going to take a little more time and patience. So here's the thing. I'm thinking this whole part is what needs to be removed. I think we have to figure out where the screws are, to hold this in, like there's one there, get all of that out, and then pull this out, because I think there's stuff that's integral and holding that down over there. So it's not going to be easy. But we have a good idea. We have a lead on what we need to do next. So this was not an unproductive stream. We do know that it's actually bad rollers. We know which rollers are bad. We know where they are. All right, so I'm going to undo the twist tie and reclip the little Mylar strip or whatever that is back in place. There we are. And that is all back together. Okay. Now, I do want to be bad. I want to know. All right, we have an opportunity to know here. I'm going to plug it in. We're going to turn it on, okay? I want to know if this is going to be a breaker issue or not. And I also want to at least show you guys it doing something. So here we go. This is plugged in. And I'm going to put a plotter thing in here. It's not going to successfully make a scan, so don't get too excited here. Or scan, copy. I'm going to flip the switch. Here we go. Yeah, fair warning. If the stream goes away, because my breakers popped, because this thing draws 11 amps. And I don't have access to the breakers. So, here we go. Fingers crossed. Excellent. All right. So, there is a sheet of paper in here. And I'm going to go ahead and tell it to make a copy. Fans whirring up. Okay. What are we doing? It might be heating up still. I don't know. Aha! All right, come on. Attempt to pull the paper through. I'm guessing it... Yeah, paper, I'm guessing, maybe? It failed to pull it in? Okay, it did. Oh, it got jammed in there. Uh-oh. I'm going to put a different sheet of paper in there. Oh, God, it smells so bad. Yeah, actually, I'm just going to flip this one over. Oh, it smells so bad. Okay. There's that. Okay, give it one more shot here. It's a copier? Yes, it's a copier. Oh, it's trying so hard. Ah! Come on, let me in. Where did it go? So, yeah, that jammed in the same spot as last time. So it got to the corona wire section, and I think it got jammed up on the pinch cable thing. I think if that was not there, it could have gotten pulled through. It is so tight there, though. I don't know. Yeah, something sounds not happy. I don't know what it is. But yeah, so it almost works. Oh, it's so stinky. Oh, it's so stinky. It's so stinky. It wants to live, though. It wants to live. Extinguisher close by. Yeah, right there. This one, that's actually a very high likelihood of fire compared to most things. So there we go. Okay. It thinks it did this time? Yeah. So, all right. It's so cool. I want it to work so badly. Ah. But all right, we're gonna put it to the side. Probably not this weekend because there's other stuff I want to look at that I think is a little more pressing. But I do want to return to this thing, okay? Because I think it's just so ridiculously cool. But yeah, we're gonna have to like really tear into it, and I want to document that process a little better because I don't know. Maybe also try and dig around, maybe see if I can find a service manual. It'd be really nice if I could. So okay, here we go. I'm gonna move this heavy beast over here. All right. Time for some impromptu projects now. Okay. Project number 1. This is a Microsoft Surface. I don't know if it works. I think it's a Surface 5. This is a dock. It has a dumb reverse gender, male gender power connector, and I want it to not. So we're going to open this thing up and see if we can put a 5.5 millimeter barrel jack in there, because I think that that'll make it actually usable. Power supply for this thing is like impossible to find, so this just kind of makes sense. Yes, Pink Boy, the Jack Klugman ads are amazing. That thing's on streetlights should dim, yeah. All right. So here's what we're looking at, okay? So first off, you take the tablet thing, okay? You pop it in there, you squish this in, it holds it in place, okay? The Microsoft Surface, by the way, to charge, it uses this stupid edge connector thing. That's it. Can't charge over anything else. This was a very well-respected machine. But this thing doesn't use that for power. It uses this. Like I was saying, a reverse gender barrel jack connector. Actually makes it easier to see right there, yeah. So you can see that. So I want to replace that with a 5.5 millimeter one. So let's see if we can do that. I have some of those right here. First thing, though, we're going to be smart. We're going to try and power it directly, because last time I did this, the thing didn't end up working. So we're just going to solder wires to it first, I think. So let's see how we get in here. Is there screws under the feet? Let's find out. It does kind of look like an SNES power supply, but it needs 4 amps, so I don't think an SNES one's going to have the chops. All right. Let me under there. Okay. Nope, no screw. Okay, now I can go back down. Does that mean I have to remove all of those? I really didn't want to have to deal with the complicated geared wing system, but okay, apparently we're going to have to. One of those 3-pole jacks. What do you mean 3-pole? Weird. Probably going to have some comm with the power supply. I don't think this one will. What do you mean 3-pole? Well, the good news is I have another one of these with the power supply on the way. So if this really doesn't work, this isn't the end of it, but be really nice. Yeah. Surface Power, yeah, the power supply for this thing is unobtainium. Digital Ice Age, it is. Yeah. It's actually cheaper to just buy another dock on eBay that comes with the power supply. And that's what I did. So I have a second dock on the way with the power supply. So if I ruin this one, I don't really care that much. Turns out that my $7-ish I spent on it was poorly spent. It's not even that old. Yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing it's just the thing where people don't care. They throw away the power supply. They keep the thing they think is worth money. And then, surprise, surprise, now the docks are worth $5 even on eBay. And the power supplies are worth like $30. Inner, outer barrel, and center pin. Oh, inner and outer barrel. That sucks. Dude, which size is this? Not a Microsoft Surface Collector. No. PSU for DRM stuff. Oh my gosh, what a horrible world we live in. Okay, these are like star screws, okay? But I don't know that I have a bit that actually fits them. Am I gonna... this is stupid. I'm not gonna... We're not striking out 3 for 3, okay? We will succeed with that floppy drive no matter what. But, so far this is not looking great. I got Tandy 100. Ooh, very happy to find it still works. Also, quick serial comms device. I could see that. Yeah, I haven't tried that with mine. Well, mine needs to be open and have all the explodey caps removed still, but yeah. So that one, too small, spinning in it. Use a flathead. I don't know that I have the like exact correct width, but we can try. Not pentalobe? No, they're star. Okay, well that worked. I'll take it. It's not seeming particularly likely this is going to be a success anyway. If it's a DRM to power supply, how's that on an Apple thing? Oh, it is actually. Oh, no, you were correct. It is pentalobe. That's stupid. My brain, for some reason, read pentalobe and then interpreted it as oval. I don't know what to tell you. Dude, Microsoft, you suck. Okay, this thing's pure evil then, isn't it? Probably gonna install Linux on the Surface. I mean, I do hate Windows quite a lot. Okay, now what? Well, I'm not surprised by modern HP doing that, Helen Croft, unfortunately. uh, ah, um, okay. That was a good start. Aha, okay. Ah, good grief. That sounds like cracking plastic. Let's maybe go at this from the bottom. What? That's a sticker? That's just evil. But you know, Microsoft, so that kind of makes sense. Wow, okay, that's probably going to be everything I want right there. Yep, screws, okay. Thanks, Microsoft. Love you. Okay. Well, now it's there's your ozone smell now. All that adhesive releasing from the x-rays being generated or whatever crazy nonsense. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you should subscribe to Applied Science. Okay. All right, those are at least Phillips. And let's go with this one. All right, what do you bet these screws are even going to be the same size? Actually, I can already tell you they're not. At least these front ones are smaller. But maybe that's just because they're underneath the complicated wing mechanism. Let's see if the other ones are all the same. half expecting the 12-volt power supply substitution here to work, but then I think the character's name is Dennis Nedry. Is just going to pop up on the Microsoft Surface going, just because it doesn't have the magic bit or whatever. Is that a screw, or is it just like a weird divot? That's just a weird divot. Okay.
Then we catch up at tier 1 and says who's getting screwed. End of line.
I'm a cat. Thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 23 months there. I missed one. It's a Windows system. I hate this. Now that I kind of want on a shirt. What am I missing here? I just rip it off and I'll worry about it, or is it some stupid thing? I'm a cat. This is a dock for a Microsoft Surface. I don't have the original power supply, and they're very dumb and hard to get. So I'm going to try and put my own connector on it, but apparently that's very unlikely to work. Because it's a 3-pin connector that apparently sends data. Probably has an internet connection in the power supply or in the dock, and if the power supply doesn't speak the correct flavor of Microsoft, then it immediately bricks the device and reports your IP address to Microsoft, you know, so they can come after you or whatever. Dude, why? Just open. Gosh. So it's clearly something right here and right there that's really holding this thing in there. And whatever it is, I'm thinking I don't care and I want to just snap it because there are so many screws on the bottom. Whatever that one weird peg is, not going to make a difference for structural integrity. So, cough, cough, cough. Hey. Oh, I think there's screws that you have to remove from the top. Yeah, that's not happening. All right. This is what we call a maintenance addendum. Hey. All right, those are all the screws that I totally removed the correct way there. Like below the surface. Oh gosh. All right. Are those screws? I can't even tell. Let's just hope this thing like pops out or something. I want to be a little more cautious about this one. than that was the other stuff. Okay, there we go. Woo! We're in. All right. So we have the stupid barrel jack right there. All right. Yeah, let's take off the shielding, and then we'll see what we can figure out as far as making this thing turn on. All right. Why does it need that much PCB in this era? This thing isn't that old. But the reason is, oh my gosh, you're kidding me. Wait, what is this? What is this? No way. I don't believe it. Is it just a USB cable going to this? That's so stupid. Oh gosh. Oh man. Wow, that's dumb. Oh, Microsoft, why? All right, I'm gonna guess that's audio. Oh my gosh, you idiots. Okay. Oh man. I'm going to guess this mini DisplayPort connector is actually being held down by a housing because of all the screws, and that's just a direct pass through as well. Wow, but yeah, seriously, that's just USB. Jeez. Time to plug it into a USB power brick. You know. Could I? There's no guarantee that that's like actually USB, like signaling and power and all that stuff. So that's a little ill-advised, but it seems pretty likely. Huh. What's the worst that could happen? I could kill the Surface that I already have a second dock in the mail for. That's what could happen. Huh. Well, all right. Good job, Microsoft. You're the best. Okay, let's take off this shield and figure out what we've got going on there. Could be PCI over USB cable. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that I'm thinking that could be weird and dumb. What model Surface is the dock for the Pro 3 and can confirm magnetic charging port was a bit silly. Yeah, so this is Surface 5, I think. They apparently reused the model number with the 6 as well. So it's a Surface 1796. But this dock should work with it, I believe.
David Phantom says hello. Just got the notification. What's going on? This doesn't look like an analog photocopier CHER 100. End of line.
Hi, David, and thank you for the 100 bits there. We had to suspend work on the photocopier because I just don't have what it will take to fix it right now, and I didn't want to go farther in and not be able to reassemble it. That's a lot of pins. Why does it have 5 pins? I really hope... Okay, yeah, those outer ones are connected. I don't know about the other ones. Okay, we're going to get a closer shot on that. Everything that dock does can be done over USB. Yeah, I bet. Look at this. It's USB. There are USB ones. Yeah, maybe. I don't know for certain if all of them are. More pins, more fun. All right, I'm going to get multimeter here. We're going to check some things. Oh, what year is the product from? I don't know. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, I'm just happy it beeps at all because it means the probes are working. Okay. Focus. Okay. So these are the 5 pins that come from the barrel jack. So these outer ones, definitely shorted. The inner ones, yeah, I think they are shorted too. Okay. And then that middle one just sucks. I hate you. Hopefully, yeah, that one's weird. Okay. So let's just confirm really quick. Outer to outer. Yep, that's ground. Yeah. So the outer ones are ground. Make sure the inner one's not ground. That would be really nice. Nope. Yeah. Okay. So we know what ground and positive are. The thing is rated to take 12 volts, so we should theoretically be able to feed it 12 volts. So we're going to solder a couple of wires to it, and we'll see what happens. All right. I have a black wire up here. Not by... Yeah, you know what? Screw it. We're not going to solder a wire to it. This is going to be cakewalk. We just won't do like a whole fancy cut a hole in the thing. When did I get a Surface? When I wasn't streaming. Dock connector pinout. I might be able to pin that out to the USB port, maybe. I'm going to solder this to here first, and then we'll just try feeding this thing 12 volts, and we'll see what happens. Okay. Soldering iron. Pop that down to the actual soldering iron. Get some solder. Sure, I'm feeling Radio Shack flavored solder today. Let's see.
David Phantom says, I mean, that certainly is one of the answers of all time. CHER 100. End of line.
Oh, I'm accidentally using the big flat fat one. Oh well, here we go. Whee! So there's some solder. Oh no, it's not Rojas anymore. Ah! Okay, and then over here. All right. I'm a cat. I've never been able to turn this thing on ever because I don't have a normal power supply for it. So I have no idea if it even works, let alone have installed Linux on it yet. And to be more clear, David, last weekend I did not stream and I picked it up then. All right. Sure, why not? Okay, I'm going to plug in the dumb USB cable. Also, whatever that thing is, I should plug that in too. My suspicion is audio, but I don't really know. There's not a lot of slack on that thing. I'm going to zoom you guys out. Fire extinguisher again? Nah, this thing would have to really try hard to catch fire. Come on, plug in. You know you want to plug in. There we go. Okay. USB, your turn. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and cram this up in there because I have to put the thing in the dock to be able to turn it on. So, yeah, it'll be a little difficult to test. Okay, I'm just going to check the soldering job. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay. 12-volt power supply. I think I have the... Yes, this is 3 amps. It needs 4 amps, so, you know, that's close. So we'll go with this. This is the adjustable power supply. The cable's too short. I can't show it to you. One moment. So, there. Adjustable power supply. Wake up! There we go. Okay. Goodwill sticker. I mean, that's where the dock came from, not the surface. Okay, 12. Dead on. Okay. So, let's see if this explodes. Yeah. Nope, and the power supply voltage didn't sag down either, so maybe it's okay. Now we're going to put the surface in here. I'm going to take off the keyboard. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Oh, there's a light right there. Yeah. Ah ha ha! Score! Oh, that's power. Oh, that's excellent. That's amazing. Dude, what's the DRM pin for then? Score. Okay, now womp, because I have no idea what this is about to show. Okay. Well, that rocks. Okay. Guess who gets to factory reset this thing now? All right, dude, it totally works. Is that safe for a second? Eh? Look. Screen. Ah. Okay, so, it's trying to do Windows Hello. All right, well, this is, excellent. Dude, I'm excited. Okay. Hold on, I'm going to put the keyboard back on. Okay. Power button, shift, restart. Restart anyway. All right. So the screen and surface are good? It seems pretty good, yeah. All right, here we go. We're going to factory reset this sucker. All right. For now, we'll put Linux on it later, but for right now, reset PC, reset. You know, it'd be really, really smart. Maybe if I let it charge for a bit first. Perhaps I don't go gung ho while it's got like 0 battery and stuff. And do that. You know what? Maybe not, but it works, all right? It works. Score. Awesome. Okay, so let's actually cut a better hole in the case and we'll mount this thing in there and then I can just barrel jack. Great. So let's do that. I'll wipe this thing at home later today. So score. Actually, oh, it just shut off. No, it didn't. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to open the wings. Let's see how many seconds it lasts. That's good indication of the battery, actually. All right, well, I'm going to turn it off, actually. Dude, sweet. That's awesome. I was really not expecting that to work. Okay, score. One project didn't suck today. Okay. Let's make this thing not tremendously horrible to use. Okay. We got a thing. There's a lot of space right there. It's a Kensington lock thing right there. Is that just plastic? Are you kidding me? Okay, let's unplug that. Oh, I can't believe it. Seriously, I'm shocked that it worked. What? Upgrade the BIOS at 1% battery? Yeah. Okay. There's a big old cap right in the way of that thing. I think that might be free real estate there. Yeah, I think we're going to try putting it right there. All right. Which drill bit is big enough? None. All right, well, we're going to get a little creative here, okay? This is totally what everyone who owns a Surface stock does with them, right? Okay. Perfect. Now to make this a nice clean hole. Got back with a drill. We're immediately worried. I don't know what you're talking about. Here's a fun story. I'm clenching my fist so that my hand turns white for a second. Okay. Then I'm going to release. Okay, you see that white spot right there? That's where I had a drill kick back on my hand. Whee! Stuff is fun. All right, let's pull this off because I'm going to need to feed the wires through. All right, how much bigger does this need to be? I'm going to guess a lot. Oh, so much. So much. All right, more. Can I make this faster? That's already maximum speed. I bet the battery's weak. Ooh, let's upgrade to the better drill. How about that? Yeah. Okay. Files might work better. I don't have any good enough for this. Files would definitely work better. Oh, yeah. Okay. How we looking? We're getting close. If I can knock out this weird part here, which maybe I could do with a file, then this might be good. I have a round one. I mean, I do have a round one. Do I know where a round one is? There's a square one. That's like round. Nope, that sucks. Drill. No step bit? Yeah, I've actually been meaning to buy one of those for a while. All right. That, I think, will work. All right, how does that fit? Oh, actually, that's going to fit really well. That's not going to be a problem at all. Okay. I'm going to get some pliers, and we'll try and thread that in. You know what? I'm going to grab my bigger everyday carry pliers. Plastic thread tapping, you know it. You know what? I'm going to do something that you all are going to think is very weird. All right, looks like factory. Yeah, actually, kind of looks pretty good. To the point where I'm going to put some tape over it to protect the finish of the thing so I don't scuff it up with the screwdriver. Because it's actually looking pretty good. I want my hack jobs to look nice. What's the argument for the proprietary DC socket? Money. There we go. It's going in slightly crooked, unfortunately, but I don't want to do it too much more or else I'll get it caught. or catch the blue plastic under it. Okay, I'm going to be very careful about this. That's bottomed out. That is genuinely not bad. That turned out so much better than I would have guessed. Since you're modding it, can the screws be replaced? Yeah, some of them we're going to replace with nothing.
David Phantom says congrats on the quality 2-minute hack job CHDER 100. End of line.
2-minute hack job, yeah, thank you. Right, I'm going to run the cables from the front here. Okay, let me get this kind of... Oh, yeah, I should put the shielding back on. That would be fancy. We got to make this legit. Only the best hack jobs. Duct tape and be done with it. Delete the original DC socket, so it won't fit in there, and that part of the board is pretty crowded, so I didn't want to try and cram it in that space. But this is going over this area, so it's actually pretty open. That's why I felt like that would be a good place to try and do that. I'm going to put some Kapton around it before I fully close it up, just in case it touches something, but I think it's going to be good. Okay. Body filler to fill in the old port. We will have no evidence that that was ever a thing. All right, where's the scissors? I just saw them. And then I mixed things up looking for files. Here they are. Level of casualty is just awes me. Okay, so I'm going to put this over that on this side. So for those of you who may not know what this is a electrical isolation tape. It's Kapton or Polymide. So I'm doing this to help prevent shorts in case that metal shell can actually contact anything. I don't think it can, but just to be safe. All right, there we are. See, universalized hug is still funny. Yeah, that's super dumb. All right. I'm going to guess that they did that because it allowed them to reuse that same stupid proprietary dock connector in multiple products. That's my suspicion. All right, does this fit like really tight up against here? Fine, come out there. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna put a couple of screws in here just so that I know it's retained. Driver. Where'd those little ones come from? Oh, the bottom when the plastic thing was on. That's right. Okay. Oh, wait. No screws go in there at all. You know what? We're still going to just put one in just while I'm attaching this. Just so that I know. Beautiful. That's loose enough. I'm not that worried about it. It's almost like they made that hole for... Oh. Gosh. No, USB-C was not a thing when I first put these out. That's why it has that stupid connector. I got a better option. Good. More. Fine. Yeah. Metal T. Or not. But here. Okay. And that. Okay. Kind of a little scary they had that metal stuff right over all the power connectors. Down and in. Oh. Sorry. Um, hopefully it sorts itself out here. There's nothing unconnected, technically. Okay, we back? All right, I think we're back. Well, no, it's working on getting back. Maybe. All right, now it looks like it's back. No, it died again. Okay, cool. Hi, please work. All right. this is horrible. I love it. Okay. It looks like audio might be ahead, but I don't know. I think it's okay now. All right. So that's it. Soldered in. No more shroud that's gonna get in the way. The connector. Pretty close to the I think it's fine. But we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna put the bottom back on, and then I think we're done. It's insane. I didn't think that this part was gonna work. I'd really hoped, because yeah, it would have been nice. Positive center positive, 12 volt center positive. So it actually says it's 12 volt on the bottom of this. And I can always test the polarity later. So I'm not too worried about that. Good luck, because this thing's probably not going to be your friend. You know, maybe I'll just... oh, that's got a bunch of plastic stuff on it. No, this part doesn't. There. Yeah. Good as new. There's a lot of stuff there. Might be good. Oh, you know, I think the chat view died, so I may have lost internet at the office, actually. Huh. Okay. Give me a second. Not really thrilled about how it's crushing the cable. But maybe it'll be fine. It's plastic, so I don't think it's going to short against anything. Yeah, the video is really flaky. There's nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. I'm going to stop and restart the chat. All right. There we go. Okay. Yeah, YouTube chat gets all the preference there on the reload. Twitch does not allow me to reload historical chats.
David Phantom says I mentioned the chat died, but you didn't see it since the chat died. Tongue stuck out emoji CER 100. End of line.
Thank you for the 100 bits, David. All right. We're going to go with that. I'm going to back these out just slightly. It'll be a little wobbly because it's got cable bunched up there, but meh. Whatever. Stupid brain. I have to look at the cables one more time because my brain was like, oh, I wonder if you soldered them on the right polarity. It's like, obviously, brain, I'm not that stupid. But then the brain's like, are you sure? And I'm like, no. All right, I did. They're fine. If I could move them over more, then they wouldn't get pinched. But then, can it, you know what? Hold on, I have an idea. Can it reach all the way to here?
COPHC 2015 SIZHEER 100. Stupid brain. Let me mess things up by myself. Stop interfering. End of line.
Cobb, thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah. There we go. I think that will be better. Okay, I'm still going to pin it down just to know where it's at. But that, I think, will work out better. If you're going to do that, why'd you snip the shielding in the first place? Because the shielding is right up against where I had to solder the wires. There wasn't enough space to leave the shielding there to begin with. We will plug this in one more time before we put all the screws in. Oh, but there's a bunch of adhesive on the bottom, and I don't really want to ruin all that because I plan on putting the sticker thing back on there. Yeah, we'll just screw it all together, whatever. What's the worst that'll happen? All right. Yeah, Hiram, we're almost done. I might run just a couple minutes over because I still kind of want to swap out that floppy drive in the other system. But I might, depending on how this goes, might just bail on that and just take everything home to do that instead. Yeah, actually, I think I'm just gonna. Windows said you modified your dock. Please wait. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a video card to look at. Well, it'll be cool. I have two of these docks actually. So if I want to take the Surface between home and the office for like media purposes, it'll actually make sense to do that. Does it have an SD card slot? I'm gonna guess not, because that would be nice. I'd put like a 1 terabyte card in there. 8380. Yeah, no. When I'm monitoring the dock, make Windows eternally install updates as punishment. Oh gosh. All right, here's the official sticker of what the thing is. Got to make sure we have that. Oh no. There. That's hilarious. I love it. Okay. 12 volts power. Boom. There's no light on there yet, but pop this on. Oh yeah, there's no screws on the top. Boom. Light. Oh wait, yeah, I gotta push a button. Boom. Oh, that's so excellent. Oh, I love it. It's so hacky. Oh, it's great. Yeah, it's got a little charge now, but we're just gonna pull that off because it's gonna try and sign in. All right. Oh, that's nice. I'm tempted to leave the Goodwill sticker on there because I mean it's a mark of its very definitely weird history. Oh, that's oh, I should put in the weird pentalobe screws. Yeah, that's a thing I should really do before we end stream here. Let me get those back in. Where did the Surface come from? Somewhere. Sources that are unimportant. I'll just say it that way. You're not getting any more information out of me. It's nothing against you, David. It's just for the way that I got it. Yeah, Hiram, not a photocopier. We got through the photocopier as much as we could without making a problem that I couldn't solve in the time span that we have. So it's one of those projects where I'm going to need to really open it up and do a very deep, thorough investigation. And we didn't have time for that in a 2-hour stream. So I decided to stop, reverse course, reassemble it. That way it's not perpetually disassembled behind me, like a Game Gear and a Data General Walkabout and a Olivetti AT&T computer and a power supply. And, you know, I got a couple of projects like that. And I don't want to add to them. So I saw that was going to happen and reversed course. And I figured this would be an attainable goal. And it was a very attainable goal. Way, way more attainable than I anticipated. I took out the micro SD card slot at some point. Jerks. I'll look for it before we end this. Because micro SD cards are so cheap now. Oh my gosh. Absolutely could load one up that's like 512 gigs with all my music or whatever. Okay. Dude, I'm excited. Okay, did this thing actually turn off or what? Maybe. All right. Does it have a micro SD card slot? I would put it under here. Oh my gosh, is that it right there? I think that might be. It's the same width. Is it going upside down? How does this work? Just force? Ah! Hey! Oh, that's excellent. All right. Now, I know it's not a SIM card because this is not the 4G model. I wish it was. Oh, that would be cool. I would love a 4G computer. Okay, score. Yeah, so that's getting a big old micro SD card slot. I think I like this enough now that I'll clean off the coffee stain. How about we do that as the final thing? All right. Remember, kids, always spray the paper towel, not the computer. There we go. It's not that paper towel that's dirty. Oh, man. Dude, this went way better than I thought. So at least one project went really, really well. All right. Coffee stain is snatched from soda at Starbucks. I don't think it was. Hopefully not. That would suck. um, what gen surface? I want to say 5. It might also be 6. The product number is 1796. So, live boot Linux now. I could theoretically, because I do have access to that, but we're not going to, because we do have to like actually end the stream here at some point. So, the photocopier didn't go amazingly today, but everything else kind of did. So I'm pretty happy with that. This went so much better than I really thought it would. I super did not expect. So at first I thought this was a 15-volt power supply on this thing. I didn't know it was 12. So I thought, oh no, I'm not gonna have a 15 volt. And then I was like, oh wait, actually it says it's 12. Maybe I could power it with a weird, stupid one. And then I saw the 3-prong thing. You guys were talking about DRM power bricks and stuff, and I was like, oh no, it's definitely not gonna. I misaligned the sticker. Now the feet don't stick through. Who cares? Yeah, but it actually did work. Which CPUs that you guys want a bunch of answers to questions I don't know. That was the first time I ever even turned the thing on, and Microsoft doesn't tell you squat about it from the product number. So I genuinely, I don't know. I don't know what resolution the screen is. I think I know it's 256 gigs because it says that on the back. Yeah, so it's, I don't know. So Windows will tell you, yeah, once I can reset it and then log in. That's the thing. I can't log into it right now. So, all right. Dude, this is excellent. I'm excited to have that. I kind of wanted a Surface for a really long time, just x86 tablet. Nowadays, there are other ones like the laptop that I usually have here for this stuff, the Dell that I was sent. That one's really cool. This one, I don't know. Well, like I said, I want it for the dock to have it be a media player. So that's going to be the thing. I really like that idea. So, yeah, it's 486, yes. Oh, man. Reset and log in. Did you rip that off? No.
GOGOGAGGET 360 soft as tier 1 and says 3 months of cool old stuff. End of line.
GoGo Gadget 360. Thank you for the tier 1 sub for 3 months there. It has been a good 3 months. Screen should be, oh, that's pretty high resolution. So a pretty slick dock. Yeah, it kind of is. Was the Dell you were sent a Venue Pro tablet? I don't know what the model number is. The biggest issue with it is the keyboard dock thing. It's really, it is very unreliable, and it does make it difficult to use. So it's this one. It's basically a Dell Surface. Dell T02H001. I don't see like a model number. But yeah, the pogo pins on the dock keyboard thing aren't working so great. It does have a pen. That part's really excellent. It uses a quadruple A battery, and I have a spare over here in a charger. Oh, they're the same size. Who would have guessed? Yeah, all right. Need Bajenko's laptops. Oh, gosh. Yeah, quadruple A. Yes, yeah, not triple, not double, quadruple A. You can also find some in 9-volt batteries. They're kind of weird. Let's see. I think that's it. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna leave the floppy drive here. I'll probably actually take care of that tomorrow before stream. Today I'm going home and playing with a Surface. It's gonna be kind of nice. Okay, well, I think that's it. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up stream here. I think single A is a thing. I didn't know that. That's weird. And half A. Okay, now you're just pulling my leg. Hold on, wait a minute. Is this a single A? One moment. Hold on, I got a weird Energizer alkaline cell. That's 4.5 volts. It's a number 523. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Maybe that doesn't seem like single A. Yeah. So, all right. Well, we're gonna call that. So yeah, I'm gonna run the outro here. Where's the thing here? There it is. All right. Well, I would say this was a productive stream. Good to know that you can hack up a Surface Dock like that. I'm gonna have to see if YouTube will let me split a live stream into multiple things, because that'd be kind of handy for this one.
Surface. I actually like them a lot, but do not like the lack of repairability. Do you want a stylus for it? Because I have a spare stylus for it. CHEER 100. End of line.
I didn't even know there were styluses for it. Yes, that would be cool. Is it active? Does it need a battery? I don't know. Questions. Okay. All right. Yes. That's it for today. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go find a power supply that's got enough oomph for that thing. Ooh, that's exciting. That's really nice. Okay. Kind of wish I didn't buy a second dock, but I really don't mind having two, so that's not too bad. But all right. That's it for today. The photocopier, the Canon PC-20, will return at some point. Probably not this weekend. I think I got enough stuff planned for this weekend already. I'll give you a spoiler of tomorrow's video, or video stream. That is a video card that plugs into a 16-bit ISA slot, and it has 2 video ports on it. And yes, they are both video. So, if you guys want to see about that, you should go ahead and follow the stream to be notified when I go live again next. If you want to help support the channel, you can find me on Patreon or get a shirt like this one. But for now, that's it, and I will see you next time. Okay. This is an emergency stream interruption here because of what Tillwolf just said. That changes the potential things for tomorrow. I think I have one of those. I don't know if I have the other. Yeah, I need to do that. I don't know if you're familiar with that stuff already, Tillwolf, but I couldn't even find one of the like hacked EXE ones. So yeah, I need to. That's good to know. I will be looking at those. So yes, okay. All right, good to know. Thank you for that tip there. I will get at least one of those pulled out. I think I might have a second one, or the second one, but we'll see. So anyway, all right, now the outro. All right, that's it. Bye.